Top 10 Best Camera Phones for Photography 2017. If you're looking for a camera phone to capture better quality images with, have a look at our 10 top camera phone recommendations. 1. Samsung Galaxy S8. The Samsung Galaxy S8 uses the same, already excellent, camera as the S7, with a 12-megapixel rear camera with dual-pixel technology and a bright f/1.7 aperture, and improves the phone with an upgraded 8MP selfie camera. The screen is an impressive 5.8-inch Quad HD end screen that dominates the front of the phone, whilst maintaining the same compact size as the previous phone. The phone can capture 4K video as well as 9-megapixel stills when in video mode. It's dust-proof and waterproof to a depth of 1.5 m for up to 30 minutes. With the ability to expand the memory with a microSD card and tough Corning Gorilla Glass 5 on the screen and back on the phone, it's ideal for those who love to get out and about and take lots of images, no matter the weather. It operates at a very impressive speed and you can use the volume control as a shutter button. Camera features at a glance: 12MP, f/1.7 lens, 26mm equivalent, optical image stabilization, 4K video recording, microSD slug, RAW. 2. Samsung Galaxy S7. The Samsung Galaxy S7 has a 12-megapixel rear camera with dual-pixel technology and a bright f/1.7 aperture. It has a Quad HD screen for crystal clear viewing and can capture 4K video as well as 9-megapixel stills when in video mode. It's also dust-proof and waterproof to a depth of 1.5 m for up to 30 minutes. With the ability to expand the memory with a microSD card and tough Corning Gorilla Glass 4 on the screen and back on the phone, it's ideal for those who love to get out and about and take lots of images, no matter the weather. It operates at a very impressive speed and you can use the volume control as a shutter button. Camera features at a glance: 12MP, f/1.7 lens, 26mm equivalent, optical image stabilization, 4K video recording, microSD slug, RAW. 3. Moto X Play. The Moto X Play is positioned between the Moto G and Moto X style as a mid-range model in Motorola's current smartphone range. The X Play has a 21MP rear f/2.0 camera and 5MP front-facing camera and is fronted by a large 5.5-inch display. Images from the X Play's 21MP sensor are vibrant, well exposed and have plenty of dynamic range. If the camera detects a high-contrast scene, the automatic HDR mode makes a noticeable difference to highlight and shadow intensity, whilst also boosting color vibrancy. The effect is very noticeable, although in some instances it can look a little too intense. Things are less impressive in low light, where noise becomes more obvious as the camera requires higher ISO sensitivities to compensate for the lack of image stabilization, and the lack of control over ISO settings disappoints. Storage can be expanded with the microSD card slot. Camera features at a glance: 21MP, f/2.0 lens, 27mm equivalent, Full HD video recording, microSD slot. 4. Samsung Galaxy S6. The Samsung Galaxy S6 features a 16.0MP camera with true optical image stabilization and a maximum aperture of f/1.9. There's a front-facing 5MP camera and the S6 can record Ultra HD video at 3840x2160. In good light, the Galaxy S6's image quality is nothing short of miraculous. Color reproduction and exposure metering are also first class and the camera produces beautifully vibrant and accurately exposed results. Low light performance is less convincing, with an ISO range of ISO 100 to ISO 800, but there is an excellent auto HDR feature built in. The Galaxy S6 is not waterproof, like the S5, and it doesn't feature a microSD card slot, so storage can't be expanded. Camera features at a glance: 16MP, f/1.9 lens, 28mm equivalent, optical image stabilization, 4K video recording, RAW. 5. Moto G, 3rd generation. The 3rd generation of the Moto G features a 13MP 1/3-inch back illuminated image sensor, 28mm equivalent lens, f/2.0 with 4x digital zoom and a 5.0-inch IPS LCD screen. The fixed focal length, 28mm equivalent lens produces distortion-free images, while corner sharpness is almost a match for the center of frame, although there are limited controls with the built-in camera at. The front-facing selfie camera generates good enough image quality for social media sharing or 6x4 prints, but when viewed any larger, the lack of fine detail is clear to see. Panoramas are a little disappointing, but video, captured at 1920x1080, is well detailed, vibrant and well exposed. The Moto G is one of the cheapest waterproof smartphones available, and storage can be expanded with a microSD card. Camera features at a glance: 13MP, f/2.0 lens, 28mm equivalent, Full HD video recording, microSD slot. 6 Apple iPhone 7 or 7 Plus. The iPhone 7 is Apple's latest smartphone, and features a 12-megapixel BSI CMOS sensor, 4K video recording, a Brett f/1.8 lens and optical image stabilization. There's a 4.7-inch screen, which makes the smartphone more compact than most, and the screen, as well as photos, are now wide color gamut, meaning color has been improved. The front camera has been improved, and is now a 7-megapixel camera. You can shoot raw images, as long as you use a third-party app, and Adobe offer Lightroom Mobile, which gives you plenty of manual controls. Detail and color reproduction in shots is good, although detail doesn't quite match cameras with higher resolution sensors, and the ISO range starts at around ISO 20, going up to around ISO 1600. There is no microSD card slot, and you can choose from 32GB, 128GB, or 256GB models, although they are quite pricey. Camera features at a glance: 12MP, f/1.8 lens, 28mm equivalent, optical image stabilization, 4K video recording, RAW. 7 HTC 10. Sporting a 12MP camera and 4K video, the HTC 10 sits at the top of the range in the HTC smartphone lineup. On the front you'll find a 5.2-inch screen with a Quad HD resolution. Designed to have better than usual low-light performance, the camera has a 12MP sensor for better low-light performance, as well as a bright f/1.8 lens with optical image stabilization, and an ISO range of ISO 100 to ISO 3200. Even the front selfie camera has optical image stabilization. The app itself is as clear, responsive, and easy to use. Plenty of manual control is provided in Pro Mode, which is accessed via the mode icon located alongside the shutter release icon. Detail and color reproduction in shots are good, and overall, it's capable of producing natural-looking images. HDR capture does a decent job of boosting dynamic range, and even its low-light performance is commendable. A microSD card slot gives expansion options to store more photos and video. Camera features at a glance: 12MP, f/1.8 lens, 26mm equivalent, optical image stabilization, 4K video recording, microSD slot, RAW. 8 Huawei IP9, co-engineered with Leica. The standout feature on the Huawei IP9 is most definitely its cameras, as it features 2x camera with f/2.2 Leica lenses. One camera is color and the other black and white. The phone also has a 5.2-inch screen and is capable of recording Full HD video. The P9 looks great and for the most part, performs really well. The camera produces great results and it's actually bursting with features. Those who use their smartphones for taking photos regularly, particularly selfies, will find the auto mode really easy to use and will be more than happy with the shots it produces. Plus, if you do want to dabble with a bit of manual photography, there are the options to do so, including an ISO range from ISO 100 to ISO 3200. You can expand the storage with a microSD card. Camera features at a glance: 2x 12MP, f/2.2 Leica lens, 28mm equivalent, optical image stabilization, Full HD video, microSD slot, RAW. 9. Huawei IP8. The Huawei IP8 features a slim metal body, large 5.2-inch Full HD screen and a 13-megapixel camera with a bright f/2.0 lens. The phone also has a number of advanced photography features, including a light painting mode and optical image stabilization. Image quality is reasonably good, but not as sharp or as detailed as competitor phones. But for those who don't want to spend as much money, but still want a premium smartphone camera, then P8 is well suited. The camera has a Sony sensor designed for better low-light performance, and an ISO range from ISO 64 to ISO 1600, and the storage can be expanded with a microSD card. Camera features at a glance: 13MP f/2.0 lens, 28mm equivalent, optical image stabilization, Full HD video, microSD slot. 10. Samsung Galaxy S5. The Samsung Galaxy S5 will shoot at an impressive 6 frames per second for a 30-second burst, and that's got enough oomph to record 4K Ultra HD video. The S5 is also certified dust-proof as well as waterproof to a 1 meter depth, and is available with 16 GB or 32 GB of internal storage, which can be expanded with a microSD card. As for its picture-taking capabilities, the S5 sports a fixed 31mm equivalent f/2.2 lens and features digital image stabilization. The Galaxy S5 captures good levels of detail from both close range and distance subjects at ISO 400 and below, with the maximum ISO speed ISO 800. It also maintains impressively low levels of detail smoothing and image noise at higher sensitivities. Color reproduction is accurate, and matrix metering reliably produces well-exposed shots with decent dynamic range. Camera features at a glance: 16MP f/2.2 lens, 31mm equivalent, 4K video recording, microSD slot.